Good morning.
Good morning, Modern Steaders. It's snowing out again today. We're gonna get up to the off-grid property and we're gonna go over what we want to do with our shipping container. When me and Gina have an idea, we think we're on the same page, but we never are. So I'm gonna show her what my thoughts are, and we'll work out all the details today. But first, we need to take care of all of our animals, get them fed, and get ourselves some nice fresh goat's milk.
Wait, we should rephrase that, because it's not that we're not ever on the same page, it's that we think we're on the same page and then we're like, I think totally opposite of you, so it doesn't.
Right.
So I'm like, wait, that's not what I thought.
Right, so we'll think we're thinking about the same project the same way. I mean, like, we both think we each have the same picture in our head of what we're making and what we're building, and then we're like, oh no, I was thinking it this way or that way.
Totally like flipped usually.
Right, and then it always works out when we do the project and it works out and it comes together. But this time I just figured before, we'll go over there and we'll figure that out the best we can. Good morning, ladies. I'm surprised you ladies like tramping in the snow. Come on, let's go back over here and get you fed. So our best breed so far for laying eggs all throughout the winter has been this barred rock breed. So next time we get chickens again, we'll get some more barred rocks. Snowing out nicely now.
Morning.
I have a lockbox to weld on here that I need to get welded on now that we got a welder. But first we need to go over our details.
Get it?
You got it. It's a little echoey in here, sorry about that. It'll get better the more stuff we get inside. But if you're new to the channel, this shipping container is 8 feet wide, 9.5 feet tall, so it's a high cube, and it's 40 feet long. So my thinking is to take the back 20 feet, which is get this laid out.
Just the end of the floor.
Yeah, go all the way to the metal. Look at that. Right at 20 feet, literally.
Really? Are you up?
Yeah, go ahead, put it right on the floor, Livy. And we got our 20-foot mark right here. Oh, I was all excited for this holder. There we go. So we got 20 there.
I like your chop.
What's that?
I said I like your chop.
You like that? It's happy. No, it's a caterpillar or something. Alright, so 20 feet. Alright, so that means we have left 19 feet 6 inches. So we only lost 6 inches on this side. That's not
So you could just build the wall on this side,
Yeah.
and then you would even out.
Then it would even out.
Ish.
Ish. So my thinking was 2 windows on this side. We gotta figure out how big and where we want them located, and then a door over there. And then on this back wall, nothing.
Right.
That's what I was thinking.
And I was thinking the door there too.
It is chilly in here. So we're thinking have the cots down this end, have like a table sitting area down there. But this is the layout we have in our head right now. If you guys have any other better suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. I'm thinking about getting some removable cots, like camping cots, so that way, I'm trying to get the measurements here, they're 87.5 feet long. That way we can use them not just in this cabin, but if we want to go camping and stuff, we already have the cots, we can use them, and we're not buying extra stuff. So 87, I'll tell you when to stop, I guess.
Let me try out this thing.
So we'll go right there. And right here.
Don't forget you're gonna have, this will be pushed out.
Make an interior 2x4 wall and insulate it in here so it's not echoey and it's not hot and cold with the weather. So let's see how far up we're gonna come. The other one's on the side. Alright, we've changed our mind again. Gina says she needs the 2x large one so we can sleep side by side.
We're gonna think about this. How
So if we put the 2x one going this way, and what did I say? You'd be coming from here. And then I said it's 45.
Yeah, 45.
Five.
What's the difference? Is that what you're asking?
So this will be the cot. Alright, so now that we know the sleeping quarters, we want to figure out the windows, and in between the windows, we want to have a chimney for a wood stove, because we're going to need to heat it in here in the winter. So they're going to come to here, so that means we can bring the table area a little bit. This would be your table.
And then your bench would be over here.
Yeah, this isn't the size of the table, this is just something we have in here that kind of works for a good illustration. Then you'd have a bench and a bench. So do you want your window right here, or do you want your wood stove right here?
I say wood stove right there.
So the wood stove's gonna go in this corner. We'll have our table and a bench on both sides, the cot. Now we just gotta figure out our window placement that works in here, but also gives us the look we want outside. Something's living under your cabin. Somebody's tracks are going under there. Probably makes them a nice house. The window layout is going to be, it's like 41.
You need to hold that.
So if we figure right here, said 51 up. So we'll probably have to cut these bigger to fit all of the rough opening stuff, but this is just to give us this is just to give us a visual right now. And then 36. All right, so then 36 would be right here, right under the letters across. So this would be one window, and then we'll space it out. What did I say, 48? And then 36. And then we'll be looking out into the woods. We can clean out this little bit right here, have a nice walkway, and we'll be looking out into the trees. And on the back side here,
Put a little deck.
kind of a little like patio area. And then put our door right here in the center. Then we'll have a nice little area right here. We could put the grill or a campfire pit.
Yeah,
Right
campfire
here.
pit right there.
Yeah, save that tree for next year's Christmas.
There's our Christmas tree. We'll just leave it right here. It's our Christmas right here.
This is gonna make a nice little off-grid shipping container cabin in the woods.
You thinking about my tree?
So we'll have the door here in the center. One window. We got the marked out here. Another one there, and then underneath it we'll have countertops and some shelving. The door will be here. We'll have a little bit of coat rack. And we can have our wood stove over here, our table. We're gonna have to make that so it'll be custom to fit. And then we'll have the sleeping area over here. And then we'll have the garage and bigger storage over on that end.
So it'll be like two separate things. This is from that side, this is from this side, and we'll come around. That'll be fun.
Yeah. We can come when we're up here working, we can eat here, we can cook out here, we can sleep here if we want. Place to get away if it's raining out, or just a place to come and relax too. That'll be nice to have a little getaway while we're building on the off-grid property. So the inside walls, I'm gonna stud with 2x4s and the sealant, and we're gonna insulate it. We'll get some power in here, we'll get a solar system in here, just enough to have everything that we need running. Some lights and whatever else we'll need in here. It shouldn't be too much that'll be going on in here, so we don't need a lot of power.
No, and you feel the windows right here, you'll
Right.
see in.
Then I figure we can keep the solar system on the back side of the garage. That way we're not having the batteries in the area taking up more room. So we're south facing, so that'll get the sun, so we can put the solar panel out this way. That sun feels nice. We had to come out here. It was getting a little echoey inside.
So we don't have everything set in stone, but that's what we think we're gonna do. If you have any comments or suggestions of how you think would be a better way, or something that we didn't think of,
Yeah,
put it down in the comments.
Leave in the comments down below. We're always open and looking for different suggestions, because you can get one thing in your mind and
Yeah.
that's all you see, and then somebody else says something, it's like, oh,
Right.
I never even thought of that. That's true. So if you have any good suggestions, leave in the comments down below, because we got the layout in our head. We'll get the windows and the doors and everything cut out, and we'll get it framed up, but we still have plenty of time after that
Yeah.
to change everything. And then once it is all made, we're going to make it so it's kind of modular, so it'll be permanent, but it could easily be changed and rearranged if we find out, hey, this works great for now, but later on we need to change it up, we can.
Right.
Let's go take a ride up the road and see what they got done yesterday for work. It doesn't look like they're here today doing anything, so we can take a ride up and see what got done yesterday.
Yep.
Imagine if this was the door to your house, and every time you had to get into your house, you had to open this. Let's head on up the road and see what it looks like. You know, the road looks so much wider being pushed open with the bulldozer. That's 2 car lengths now. So this is the place we last saw yesterday. It's nice and wide. I'm assuming they left these trees for now, because when they get up here with the equipment, they'll cut these down, and these will make good logs or chipper wood. there is going to be a spot that we can easily turn into pasture. So you can go up that trail and then you can turn all that back in that area all the way back to the other landing into pasture. They are working in the excavator. Nice. And we got this area cleared out nicely. Look at that.
Wow.
Ooh. Yeah, now we got a good access to that trail up that way. And then over here is going to get pushed back a little bit more. And he said they went further up above. So let's get up here and see what it looks like. What do you think we're gonna see up here?
I don't know what.
I don't know. I think above. Holy moly, do you see that?
Look at that.
I guess it did get opened up. Look at that. That was all alders. So thick.
Wow.
You like that?
That was like, yeah, that was all that area.
Yeah.
So crazy. It was just junk stuff.
It was. Look at that good, rich, dark soil. Wow, that looks so nice. What a difference. Yeah, this was all just alders. That's where we went the other day, so he hasn't come back in here yet then.
Oh, it's pretty right here.
This right here will be another landing. That's some nice soil. Be able to grass this and turn this into pasture really easy afterwards and maintain it. Wow. But now they gotta come in and stop making trails and freezing them up. So now they can, once they finish up down there, they'll come up here and they'll start making some bridges and some trails. They'll let them freeze up over time, and then they can start getting in further into the woods and start cutting some more trees.
Windy right here.
It is windy.
Be a nice field
It will be a nice field. So these all right here are alders, and that's what this whole area was full with. You couldn't even walk.
Yeah.
The animals have been liking it out here. Look at them all. Wow. It is. This is gonna be nice. This would be a really nice spot for a house, but it's about 2.5 miles up off the main road, or the road I should say, so it'd be a long driveway to have to maintain, especially in the winter.
That's the problem, the winter.
Yeah, if we lived someplace where we didn't get winter weather, all the blizzards and the snow, I wouldn't think twice about putting a house up here, but we'd have to maintain it all the time, and that would be a lot of work. But that sun feels so good.
I wanted to try making a loaf of gluten-free bread, and if anybody has any really good gluten-free bread recipes using 1-to-1 flour, let us know. Also going to warm a cup and a half of milk here. Well, the yeast is in the water are doing its magic. The recipe calls for warm milk, so I'm just gonna get it to about 110, I would say. It doesn't say what to warm it to, so I would say it's warm. So I'm just gonna turn it down to low, and then it's 2 tablespoons of honey, and I'm gonna do that first so that way I can just use my tablespoon and dip it in here because I don't want to dip it in after it's had vinegar or something on it. And 2 tablespoons of oil. And 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Whoop. Nobody saw that. I have 3 eggs. Whoop. It's 3½ cups of flour, and I'm going to use my ½ cup, so I'm going to do 7. Hopefully I count right. Oh, a ½ cup of cornstarch. 2 of those, so that would be ½ cup. A teaspoon of salt. I don't ever sift or anything my flours. I know that can be a thing, but I don't. I normally use my bread hook, but it says a whisk. And I'm just going to spray my plastic wrap with oil because it is going to touch it. I think it's going to rise. Hoping it's going to rise, and it will. It's going to end up touching this. My cloth, and then let it sit here for ½ hour, and then it should be ready to bake. I was just busy doing something. I looked over and I said, oh my goodness, it did rise. That's awesome. Look at that. Awesome. Into the oven. It's preheated at 350, and I'm going to put it in there probably it's about 60 minutes.
the gluten-free bread came out pretty darn good. If you guys have any good recipes, leave them in the comments down below. Give us a link or send us an email. We're going to try to go gluten-free for a couple of months and see how we feel. Every year we try to do this, and hopefully this year we make it to 3 or 4 months. So if you guys have any good recipes, share them with us and we'll share ours with yours. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. Hope you guys like the plans for the shipping container cabin. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. And I don't know about you, but I was totally surprised with how the upper part of the land looked. Now every time we go up there, there should be some good sized changes going on. I'm excited and looking forward to it and seeing it day to day. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. If you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps. And we'll see you right back here in the next video at Lumnah Acres.